Hello, my wonderful English learners. Welcome back to the English Podcast Classroom. I'm your host, and I am so excited to have you here with me today. Whether you're listening while commuting, exercising, cooking, or just relaxing at home, thank you for choosing to spend your precious time learning English with me. Today, we're tackling one of the most important and, honestly, one of the trickiest aspects of English, phrasal verbs. Now, don't let that fancy term scare you off. Phrasal verbs are simply verbs that team up with little words like up, down, in, out, on, and off to create completely new meanings. Here's why phrasal verbs are absolutely essential for your English journey. Native speakers use them constantly in everyday conversation. I'm talking about every single day in every casual conversation. If you want to sound natural and truly understand what people are saying around you, you need to master these little language gems. Think about it this way. You might know the word give, but do you know what it means to give up, give in, or give away? Each combination creates a totally different meaning. It's like having a secret code that unlocks more natural, fluent English. The beautiful thing about phrasal verbs is that once you start recognizing the patterns, they become like building blocks. You'll start to understand how English speakers think and express themselves. Plus, using phrasal verbs will make you sound less formal and more like a native speaker in casual situations. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Phrasal verbs are confusing. The same verb can mean completely different things depending on the little word that follows it. And you're absolutely right. They can be tricky, but that's exactly why we're here today. I'm going to break down 30 of the most common and useful phrasal verbs in a way that's easy to understand and remember. We'll go through each one step by step. I'll explain what it means, give you real-life examples that you can actually use, and share some tips to help these stick in your memory. By the end of this episode, you'll have a solid foundation of phrasal verbs that will make your English sound more natural and help you understand native speakers much better. So grab a cup of coffee, tea, or whatever makes you happy, get comfortable, and let's dive into the wonderful world of phrasal verbs together. Are you ready? Let's get started. The top tourney English phrasal verbs. Number 1, pick up. Let's start with one of the most versatile phrasal verbs, pick up. This little phrase has several meanings, which makes it super useful. The most basic meaning is to lift something from a surface, but it also means to collect someone or something, to learn something new, or to answer the phone. Here's some examples. Can you pick up that book from the floor? That's the literal meaning. I'll pick you up at 7 for the movie. That means I'll come to get you. She picked up Spanish really quickly when she moved to Mexico. That means she learned it fast. Please pick up the phone. It's ringing. Pick up is everywhere in English. You pick up groceries, pick up new skills, pick up friends, and pick up phone calls. Once you start noticing it, you'll hear it constantly. Try using it in a sentence right now. What could you pick up today? Number 2, turn on, turn off. These two are perfect opposites and incredibly common in daily life. Turn on means to start something or make it work, usually by pressing a button or switch. Turn off means to stop something or make it stop working. Examples. Can you turn on the lights? It's getting dark in here. Don't forget to turn off your computer before you leave. I love to turn on music when I'm cooking dinner. Please turn off your phone during the movie. These aren't just for electronics. You can say, that joke really turned me off, meaning it made you lose interest. Or, this book really turns me on to the idea of traveling, meaning it makes you excited about traveling. See how flexible they are? Number 3, look up. Look up has a couple of really useful meanings you should know. The literal meaning is to direct your eyes upward, but more importantly, it means to search for information, especially in a dictionary, on the internet, or in a reference book. Examples. Look up at those beautiful stars tonight. That's the literal meaning. I need to look up this word in the dictionary. Can you look up the restaurant's phone number online? She looked up her old teacher's email address to say hello. This phrasal verb is perfect for learners like you. Whenever you encounter a new word or phrase, you can look it up. It's much more natural than saying, search for information about something. Number 4, come back. Come back means to return to a place or to someone. This is wonderfully straightforward. It's about returning to where you started or where someone is waiting for you. Examples. What time will you come back home tonight? Please come back to the store if you have any problems with your purchase. I'm going to the library, but I'll come back in 2 hours. You can also use it figuratively, like that old song brings back memories, or fashion trends always come back eventually. It's such a natural, everyday phrasal verb that you'll use all the time. Number 5, put on. Put on primarily means to wear something or to place something on your body. You put on clothes, accessories, makeup, anything you wear or apply to yourself. Examples, it's cold outside, so put on a jacket. She puts on her glasses to read every morning. Don't forget to put on sunscreen before going to the beach. He put on his best suit for the job interview. You can also put on a show, meaning to perform or organize entertainment. The school is putting on a play next month. It's about creating or presenting something for others to enjoy. 6, take off. Take off is the opposite of put on, but it has some extra meanings too. The main meaning is to remove something you're wearing, but it also means when airplane leaves the ground or when something becomes very successful very quickly. Examples, take off your shoes before entering the house. Our flight takes off at 9:30 tomorrow morning. Her YouTube channel really took off last year. She went from 0 to 1 million subscribers. Can you take off your hat? I can't see the board. The success meaning is really fun to use. His music career is about to take off. Do you have any dreams that you hope will take off someday? 7, get up. Get up means to rise from a lying or sitting position, usually from bed or a chair. This is probably one of the first phrasal verbs you use every single day. Examples, I get up at 7 o'clock every morning for work. Get up from that chair and help me with dinner. She got up early to watch the sunrise. It's hard to get up on Monday mornings, isn't it? You can also use it for motivation. Come on, get up. Let's go for a walk. It's about moving from rest to action, and it's such a fundamental part of daily conversation. 8, sit down. The perfect companion to get up. Sit down means to lower yourself into a sitting position. Examples, please sit down and make yourself comfortable. I need to sit down for a minute. I'm tired from walking. The teacher asked everyone to sit down and listen carefully. Let's sit down and discuss this problem calmly. You can also use it more seriously. We need to sit down and have a serious conversation about your grades. It implies taking time for an important discussion. 9, wake up. Wake up means to stop sleeping and become conscious. This is another daily essential that you'll use constantly. Examples, I usually wake up naturally without an alarm clock. The loud noise woke up the entire neighborhood. Wake up! You're going to be late for school. She woke up feeling excited about her first day at the new job. You can also use it figuratively. Wake up and smell the coffee, meaning pay attention to reality. It's about becoming aware of something important. 10, show up. Show up means to arrive somewhere or to appear when expected. Examples, don't worry, I'll show up on time for the meeting. He didn't show up to his own birthday party. Everyone was confused. Unexpected guests showed up at our door last night. I hope the delivery guy shows up soon with our pizza. It can also mean to perform well or make an effort. She really showed up for her team during the championship game. It's about being present, literally and figuratively. 11. Give up. Give up means to stop trying or to surrender. This one's important because it's about quitting or abandoning an effort when things get difficult. Examples: don't give up on your dreams. Keep working hard. I give up trying to fix this computer. Let's call a professional. He gave up smoking last year and feels much healthier now. Never give up on learning English. You're doing great. Sometimes giving up is actually smart, like giving up bad habits. But other times, like with learning languages, persistence is key. When do you think it's okay to give up on something? 12. Hang out. Hang out means to spend casual time with friends or to relax somewhere. This is perfect for describing social time that's relaxed and unstructured. Examples: want to hang out at the park this afternoon? We just hung out at home and watched movies all day. I love hanging out with my friends at the coffee shop. Where do teenagers hang out in your neighborhood? It's different from formal plans. Hanging out is casual, comfortable, and pressure-free. It's one of the most natural ways to talk about spending time with people you enjoy. 13. Work out. Work out has two main meanings: to exercise or to solve a problem successfully. Examples for exercise: I work out at the gym 3 times a week. Let's work out together tomorrow morning. She works out by running in the park every day. Examples for solving problems: don't worry, everything will work out fine in the end. We need to work out a solution to this scheduling conflict. It took time, but we worked out all the details for the trip. It's about making effort to achieve something, either physical fitness or problem resolution. 14. Call off. Call off means to cancel something that was previously planned. Examples: we had to call off the picnic because of the rain. The meeting was called off at the last minute. They called off the wedding just 2 weeks before the ceremony. Let's call off our study session. I'm too tired to concentrate. It's different from postponing. When you call something off, you're usually canceling it completely, not just moving it to a different time. Have you ever had to call off plans because of unexpected circumstances? 15. Run into. Run into means to meet someone unexpectedly or to encounter a problem. Examples for unexpected meetings: I ran into my old teacher at the grocery store yesterday. You'll never guess who I ran into at the airport. We ran into some friends while shopping downtown. Examples for problems: we ran into some technical difficulties with the presentation. I ran into traffic on my way to work this morning. The project ran into budget problems halfway through. It's about unexpected encounters, sometimes pleasant, sometimes challenging. 16. Figure out. Figure out means to understand something or solve a problem through thinking. This is such a useful phrasal verb for describing the process of understanding or problem solving. Examples: I can't figure out how to use this new app. She finally figured out why her car wasn't starting. Let me figure out the best route to the restaurant. It took me hours to figure out that math problem. It's perfect for those aha moments when something finally makes sense. What's something you're trying to figure out right now in your English learning journey? 17. Bring up. Bring up has two important meanings: to mention the topic in conversation or to raise a child. Examples for mentioning topics: don't bring up politics at dinner. It always causes arguments. She brought up a good point about the budget. I want to bring up the issue of working late hours. Examples for raising children: she was brought up by her grandparents. He was brought up to always say please and thank you. They're bringing up their children to speak 3 languages. It's about introducing something, either a topic or helping someone grow up. 18. Break down. Break down can mean to stop working, like machines, to become very emotional, or to explain something in simple parts. Examples for machine stopping: my car broke down on the highway yesterday. The elevator broke down again. We'll have to use the stairs. Examples for emotions: she broke down crying when she heard the sad news. Don't break down under pressure. You can handle this. Examples for explaining. Let me break down this grammar rule for you. The teacher broke down the math problem into simple steps. It's about things falling apart or being taken apart, whether that's machines, emotions, or complex information. 19. Set up. Set up means to arrange, organize, or prepare something. Examples. Can you help me set up the chairs for the meeting? I need to set up a doctor's appointment for next week. They set up a surprise party for their friend's birthday. Let's set up our tent before it gets dark. You can also set up accounts. I just set up a new email account. Or set up meetings. I'll set up a time for us to talk. It's all about preparation and organization. 20. Clean up. Clean up means to make something neat and tidy, or to remove mess and dirt. Examples. Please clean up your room before your friends come over. We need to clean up this kitchen after cooking dinner. The volunteers stayed late to clean up after the festival. I always clean up my desk at the end of each workday. It can also mean to improve something that's problematic. The new mayor promised to clean up corruption in the city government. It's about making things better, neater, and more organized. 21. Come up with. Come up with means to think of an idea, solution, or plan. This phrasal verb is perfect for describing creativity and problem solving. Examples. I need to come up with a good excuse for being late. She came up with a brilliant idea for the school project. Can you come up with a better way to organize these files? We have to come up with a solution before tomorrow's deadline. It's about that moment when inspiration strikes, or when you finally think of the answer you've been searching for. What's the best idea you've ever come up with? 22. Deal with. Deal with means to handle a situation, person, or problem. Examples. I don't know how to deal with my noisy neighbors. She deals with customer complaints at her job. We need to deal with this issue before it gets worse. How do you deal with stress during exam time? It's about facing challenges and taking action to manage them. Sometimes dealing with something is easy, sometimes it's difficult, but it's always about taking responsibility and action. 23. Get along. Get along means to have a good relationship with someone or to manage in a situation. Examples for relationships. Do you get along well with your coworkers? My cats don't get along with each other at all. I get along great with my new roommate. Examples for managing. How are you getting along in your new job? We're getting along fine without a car. We just walk everywhere. She's getting along well after her surgery. It's about harmony and successful management of relationships or situations. 24. Put off. Put off means to postpone something or to make someone feel disgusted or uncomfortable. Examples for postponing. We had to put off our vacation until next year. Stop putting off your homework. Just do it now. The meeting was put off until next Wednesday. Examples for disgust. The smell of fish really puts me off. His rude behavior puts off potential friends. Don't let one bad experience put you off trying new foods. Both meanings involve pushing something away, either in time or emotionally. 25. Go on. Go on has several meanings: to continue, to happen, or to encourage someone. Examples for continuing. Please go on with your story. It's really interesting. The show must go on even though the lead actor is sick. Go on reading. Don't stop because of me. Examples for happening. What's going on in here? I heard shouting. A lot goes on behind the scenes at a restaurant. Nothing exciting ever goes on in my small town. Examples for encouraging. Go on, try the spicy food. You might like it. Go on, ask her to dance. It's about pushing forward or encouraging action. 26. Look for. Look for means to search for something or someone. Examples. I'm looking for my car keys. Have you seen them? She's looking for a new apartment closer to work. We're looking for someone who speaks both English and Spanish. What are you looking for in a romantic partner? It's about active searching with a specific goal in mind. The difference between look for and just look is that look for implies you're trying to find something specific. 27. Think about. Think about means to consider something in your mind or to have something occupy your thoughts. Examples: I need to think about your job offer. What do you think about the new restaurant downtown? I've been thinking about learning to play guitar. Think about what you want to do after graduation. It's about mental consideration and reflection. When you think about something, you're giving it your mental attention and consideration. 28. Look after. Look after means to take care of someone or something. Examples: can you look after my cat while I'm on vacation? She looks after her elderly grandmother every weekend. Who's going to look after the garden while we're away? I need someone reliable to look after my children. It implies responsibility and care. When you look after something, you're making sure it stays safe, healthy, and well-maintained. 29. Get on. Get on means to board transportation or to have a good relationship with someone. Examples for transportation: hurry up and get on the bus, it's about to leave. We need to get on the train at platform 3. Get on the elevator quickly. Examples for relationships: do you get along well with your boss? I get along great with my sister-in-law. Some people are just easy to get along with. It's about harmony and successful management of relationships or situations. 20. Take care of. Our final phrasal verb, take care of, means to look after someone or something, or to handle a responsibility. Examples: I need to take care of my sick mother this week. Can you take care of feeding the dog while I'm gone? Don't worry about the bill. I'll take care of it. She takes care of all the bookkeeping for the small business. It's about responsibility, care, and handling important tasks. When you take care of something, you're making sure it's handled properly. Wait, I have some bonus phrasal verbs that are just too important to skip. 31. Carry on. Carry on means to continue doing something, especially after an interruption. Examples: sorry for interrupting. Please carry on with your presentation. After the alarm fire, we carried on with the lesson. Carry on with your work. Don't mind me. It's about persistence and continuation despite obstacles or interruptions. 32. Find out. Find out means to discover information or learn something new. Examples: I need to find out what time the store closes. She found out about the surprise party by accident. Let's find out who won the soccer game last night. It's about the moment of discovery when you learn something you didn't know before. 33. Give back. Give back means to return something or to help your community. Examples: don't forget to give back my book when you're finished. She gives back to her community by volunteering at the hospital. How can we give back to people who have helped us? It's about returning kindness, objects, or contributing to something larger than yourself. 34. Pass away. Pass away is a gentle, polite way to say someone died. Examples: her grandfather passed away peacefully last month. The famous writer passed away at age 90. I'm sorry to hear that your pet passed away. This is much softer and more respectful than saying died directly. It's the phrasal verb you'll hear in sympathy and condolence situations. 35. Get over. Get over means to recover from something difficult or to move past a problem. Examples: it took months to get over the flu completely. She's still trying to get over her breakup. I can't get over how beautiful this view is. You need to get over your fear of public speaking. It's about healing, moving forward, and overcoming challenges. Sometimes getting over something takes time, and that's perfectly normal. All right, my dedicated learners, let's do a lightning round recap of all the phrasal verbs we've covered today. I'll say each one with a quick meaning. See how many you remember. Pick up, lift, collect, learn, or answer the phone. Turn on and turn off. Start and stop. Look up, search for information. Come back, return. Put on, wear something. Take off, remove, or when planes leave the ground. Get up, rise from bed or a chair. Sit down, lower yourself into a chair. Wake up, stop sleeping. Show up, arrive when expected. Give up, stop trying. Hang out, spend casual time with friends. Work out, exercise or solve problems. Call off, cancel something. Run into, meet unexpectedly or encounter problems. Figure out, understand through thinking. Bring up, mention a topic or raise a child. Break down, stop working or become emotional. Set up, arrange and organize. Clean up, make tidy. Come up with, think of ideas. Deal with, handle situations. Get along, have good relationships. Put off, postpone. Go on, continue or happen. Look for, search for something. Think about, consider mentally. Look after, take care of. Get on, board transportation or have good relationships. Take care of, handle responsibilities. And our bonus ones, carry on, continue despite interruptions, find out, discover information, give back, return or help the community, pass away, die gently, get over, recover from difficulties. 35 phrasal verbs total. That's an incredible addition to your English vocabulary. Here's my secret for remembering phrasal verbs. Create stories and connections in your mind. For example, when you wake up in the morning, you get up from bed, put on clothes, and maybe look up the weather before you show up to work or school. See how they connect in real life sequences? Try to use at least 2 or 3 of these phrasal verbs every day. Start with the ones that feel most natural to you. Maybe you'll pick up groceries, hang out with friends, and work out at the gym all in the same day. Before you know it, these will become automatic. Don't worry if you mix them up sometimes. Even native speakers occasionally use the wrong phrasal verb. The important thing is to keep practicing and paying attention to how people use them in real conversations. Here's something fascinating about phrasal verbs. They make English incredibly expressive and efficient. Instead of saying, I need to search for information about that restaurant, you can simply say, I need to look up that restaurant. It's faster and sounds more natural. Phrasal verbs also show the creative spirit of English speakers. We take simple words and combine them to create entirely new meanings. It's like having a language within a language. Many of these phrasal verbs are more common in casual conversation than in formal writing. So when you're chatting with friends, texting, or having informal conversations, these are perfect. For formal business emails or academic papers, you might choose more formal alternatives. Here's what I want you to do this week. Choose 5 phrasal verbs from today's list that seem most useful for your daily life. Write them down somewhere you'll see them often, maybe on your phone, on a sticky note, or in a notebook you carry with you. Then try to use each one at least once during the week. If you can't use them in conversation yet, practice by creating your own example sentences. Talk to yourself in the mirror. Describe your day using phrasal verbs, or even keep a little diary where you write about your activities using these new phrases. Listen for these phrasal verbs when you watch English movies, TV shows, or YouTube videos. You'll be amazed at how often you hear them once you start paying attention. It's like discovering a secret language that was hiding in plain sight. Let me paint you a picture of how these phrasal verbs work in a typical day. You wake up, get up from bed, put on clothes, and look up the weather. You might pick up coffee on your way to work, where you deal with emails, work out problems, and hang out with colleagues during lunch. After work, you might run into a friend, call off evening plans if you're tired, or figure out what to watch on TV. Before bed, you clean up your living space, think about tomorrow's plans, and eventually turn off the lights. See how naturally they flow through daily life? These aren't just vocabulary words. They're the building blocks of natural English conversation. I want to take a moment to acknowledge something important. Learning phrasal verbs can feel overwhelming at first. There are hundreds of them in English, and many have multiple meanings. But here's what I want you to remember. You don't need to learn them all at once. Focus on the ones we covered today. Master these 35 and you'll already sound significantly more natural in English. Native speakers didn't learn all their phrasal verbs in one day either. They picked them up gradually through years of conversation and exposure. Be patient with yourself. Celebrate the small victories. Every time you successfully use a phrasal verb in conversation, that's a win. Every time you understand one in a movie or song, that's progress. Phrasal verbs are just one piece of the English puzzle, but they're a crucial piece. They connect to so many other aspects of language learning: pronunciation, listening comprehension, cultural understanding, and natural conversation flow. As you become more comfortable with these phrasal verbs, you'll notice that your overall English starts to feel more fluid and natural. You'll sound less like you're translating from your native language and more like you're thinking directly in English. And that's a wrap on today's phrasal verb adventure. We've covered 35 essential phrasal verbs that will seriously level up your English conversation skills. From picking up new vocabulary to hanging out with friends, from figuring out problems to taking care of responsibilities, you now have the tools to express yourself more naturally in English. I hope you've enjoyed this journey through some of English's most useful phrases. Remember, these aren't just random word combinations. They're the heart of how English speakers actually communicate in real life. Using them will help you connect better with native speakers and understand English media more easily. Your homework for this week? Pick your top 5 favorite phrasal verbs from today's list and try to use them in real conversations. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's how we learn. And if you forget the exact meaning of one, just come back and listen to this episode again. That's what it's here for. If today's episode helped you understand phrasal verbs better, I would be absolutely thrilled if you could subscribe to the English Podcast Classroom. We're building a community of enthusiastic English learners here, and your subscription helps me create more content like this. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss a new episode. We have so many exciting topics coming up, from pronunciation tips to grammar explanations, from cultural insights to vocabulary building. There's always something new to discover in the English language, and I can't wait to explore it all with you. Before I let you go, I want you to remember something important. Learning English is a marathon, not a sprint. Every phrasal verb you learn, every conversation you have, every mistake you make and learn from, it's all progress. You're doing amazing, and I'm genuinely proud of your dedication to improving your English skills. Keep practicing, keep listening, keep being curious about language, and most importantly, keep having fun with your English learning journey. These phrasal verbs are going to serve you well in countless conversations to come. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I truly appreciate each and every one of you listeners. Until next time, this has been the English Podcast Classroom. Keep learning, keep growing, and I'll see you in the next episode. Take care, and remember, you've got this. Your English journey is going great, and these phrasal verbs are just going to make it even better. See you soon, my friends.